thoughtful moment indeed. The national anthem and a crowd anxiously awaiting the tip-off. Welcome to 2K Sports for another edition of NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan along with Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr. Doris Burke will be reporting from the sidelines. It's getting noisy here in Charlotte. We're at the Time Warner Cable Arena, home of the Bobcats. And now a quick check of our starting lineups for both teams. And guys, what are we going to be looking for in this one from Kemba Walker?
Well, there's no doubt he's the one his teammates look to fill that leadership role. When adversity hits, when things aren't going well for the team, he's the one who kind of rallies the troops. And when he gets going like that and takes on that ownership of the team, that's when you see his true value to the club.
And that's not all there is to say about him, Steve. I mean, he also is a master of the pick and roll. Get the ball in his hands and set a screen for him, and there will be an easy bucket after it. We know the Bobcats had trouble getting wins against anybody last season, but you know what? They were a solid 6-10 within their division, which was better than both the Magic and the Wizards.
Now here's LeBron. Passes it to Haslam. 6 on the shot clock. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3. And back to the Bobcats in their division. They've been a bottom-dwelling team in the NBA for so long, but they've actually only finished at the bottom of the Southeast, Steve, one time back in the shortened 2011-2012 season.
Well, you know what I say about that? Thank goodness for the Washington Wizards, Kevin. But in all seriousness, look, this is a team that is playing in a poor division. There's room for growth. They're adding some talent. Within the next couple of years, they should be able to compete. But they still have some work to do. And the layup just gift-wrapped right there. I mean, he had a clear path to the basket.
LeBron with it. Picked up by Kid Gilchrist. LeBron kicks to Haslam. Rejected by Zeller. And he recovers it. First quarter of play. 1 minute played. Walker the pass to Henderson. Walker gets a screen from Zeller. The pass to Kid Gilchrist. And that one's good by Henderson. Henderson's got his first 2 points.
Well, he's so good at recognizing where the openings are and getting the ball to the rim.
Chalmers dishes to Wade. Can't get it to go. Nice D from Henderson. To the paint, and stolen by James. And it's Wade with the jam.
Well, this is how you completely rattle an opponent's rhythm.
Yeah, such terrific on-the-ball defense to trigger the transition opportunity.
And it wasn't just the tough D, it was the exclamation point they put on the fast break with the slam.
Heat on D. And Walker kicks to Anderson. Pass to Jefferson. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
For as much as Jefferson scores in the low post and all the attention that he gets, one of the more underrated aspects of his game is that he is rarely careless with the ball.
And the first one at the line is good. And for Al Jefferson, great footwork and fakes down low. A very nice way of maneuvering his way in a congested area.
Yeah, he's got huge hands, Kevin. He's so able to gather and go up with that right-handed hook, that kind of one-handed push hook. And, he dominates that block.
Both good from the line that time.
Well, Big Al Jefferson was a name that was getting tossed around the trade rumor mill last deadline, and that's something you have to expect when you're as talented as he is with a contract that's set to expire.
Now here's LeBron. Bosch passes to James. Shot clock at 6. Lets it go from 14. No good. Now Charlotte takes it the other way. And for Al Jefferson, still yet to make an all-star game, somewhat surprising, but it seems like all the times he's often in that conversation.
And he should be. He's a top-tier big man. Ever since his arrival in this league, he's been really good on the low block. Strong and good score, but never quite good enough to get into that all-star game.
Jefferson, a screen on Wade. Henderson with it. Wade picks him up. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Zeller. Bosch grabs the miss.
This is why you need size inside, the ability to contest shots and force misses.
Steve, that's exactly right. Even when you get in close, it's still a tough shot. You know, his ability is matched only by his energy, guys. I mean, he's usually in the middle of everything for his team.
Zeller dishes to Walker. He kicks to Jefferson. Here's Zeller, and the basket good. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
Yeah, but neither team really able to jump ahead.
Yeah, 5 times already the lead has changed.
Now here's Wade. Buries it from about 10 feet away. Wade's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Risky shot there. Size-wise, I mean, he easily comes out on the short end of the stick, so to speak.
With the nice high release, he had no problem getting it off and knocking it down.
Jefferson's shot is off. The Heat have gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8. Earlier, Doris Burke spoke with head coach Eric Spoelstra. And what'd you find out, Doris?
We talked about the impact players on these two teams, the ones who can take over a game single-handedly. And he told me that Michael Kidd-Gilchrist may already be in that category. He said he's a guy we've got to account for. He's just so relentless. If you're not ready to match his intensity level, he'll make you look bad. And Kevin, he said if they can limit his impact on the game, that will certainly help.
And thank you for that, Doris. And Miami has possession following the score by Charlotte. Bosch sets the pick for LeBron. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in. LeBron's got 5 now.
That's just a case of two teammates working perfectly together, one setting the screen and the other using it to get that separation.
And Walker kicks to Henderson, and stolen by Chalmers. Lays it in off the breakaway. Here's Walker. Right wing. Now here's Henderson. Wade is covering. Shot from 12. Jefferson, that's good.
And that assist earned him a little nod from his teammate after the basket.
Walker against Chalmers. Pass to Bosch. James right side. Dishes it to Chalmers. Shot clock at 6. Shot from the wing. And it's off the back rim. No good.
Well, I think the defense got lucky right there. I mean, he's going to make a lot more of those than he misses when he's got that much room.
Walker gets a screen from Zeller. Shot's good by Walker.
The lead changes hands once again. There's been no separation between these two teams tonight.
What an intriguing basketball game, that's for sure.
Now here's Wade. Out to the right wing. Chalmers pass to James. Now the feed to Wade. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. Wade's got 6 points. It has been nip and tuck through the first half.
No kidding. I mean, neither team has been able to hold the lead for any length of time, guys.
Steve, so close.
Well, such a seesaw affair, back and forth. I mean, this has been an unbelievable game to watch.
The Heat making a switch here. Battier's checked in. Charlotte trailer. Outside, Walker. Now here's Henderson. He's tightly guarded. Off target on the 3 from Walker. The Heat have gone 7 of 13, just over 50% from the floor. Some good looks.
Boy, the floor really opened up for him there.
It sure did. A good job getting it started before the defense can get itself set.
Out to the wing. Anderson with it. Shoots off the step back, and that one's good.
You know, Heat head coach Eric Spoelstra worked his way up from the very bottom in that organization. I mean, he got his start as a video coordinator, and through years of hard work and dedication has really become an outstanding coach.
LeBron shot is off.
In this quarter, he's really been off the mark. He just looks a little bit unsettled.
Walker gets a screen from beyond. Walker's shot is off.
Usually, if he gets to the rim, he's converting it into points. But the defense stood tall there.
And back to Coach Eric Spoelstra as a guy who got his start as a video coordinator, picking the game apart. Steve, he's very comfortable with the new advanced stat movement, analytics in the NBA.
Yeah, and I've had a chance to speak with him quite a bit. He says that the way they use advanced stats is just as a conversation piece in the coaching room. Their analytics department will bring them various information, and it will force them to ask questions, which is very healthy for a coaching staff to do.
Chalmers with it. He's picked up by Walker. Back to LeBron. Takes it off the glass. Now it's a 5-point Heat lead. And what's your take, guys, in the hustle stats for Miami?
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
And they're getting out in transition, too, finding some easy points on the fast break. Broke out the finger roll, guys. That was kind of a stylish finish.
Miami leading by 3. He dishes it to Chalmers. And he lobs it up toward the rim, and the dunk by James.
Phenomenal alley-oop slam right there, guys.
They're taking advantage, Clark, of a team that looks lost out there.
Yeah, this is threatening to get kind of ugly out here.
The Bobcats have gone 8 of 12 on field goal attempts so far. Charlotte. Chris Anderson is checked in for Bosch. Allen comes in for James. And it's Norris Cole in for Mario Chalmers. Here is McRoberts. He's guarded by Battier. Gordon dishes to McRoberts. Just 5 to shoot. Gordon goes in. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Well, you look at Ben Gordon, guys, a pure shooter, clearly. He can spot up, pull up. However he gets his shot off, you expect it to go in.
For Charlotte, they have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2. Free throw good, Gordon. And going back to Ben Gordon, Clark, you called him a pure shooter, but he doesn't bring a whole lot else, does he, Steve?
Well, he's limited offensively. You know he can shoot and score, but not really a playmaker. And he's not big enough to post up, and he's not a great defender. But you know what he is. He's a scorer, and I think he's ideally suited to bring off the bench because of that.
So he gets them both.
You know, one of the things about the Heat since the Big Three has come together is that they've been able to find the right kinds of veteran players to step in and fill specific roles for this team as they've won a couple of championships now.
Now here's Allen. From deep. The Bobcats pull it in. And it's easy to have players want to join the Heat when they're competing for an NBA title every season. But, Steve, even then, they find the ones that most fit their offensive and defensive philosophy. And that's when they're going to come up big for him.
Yeah, for sure. This team has done such a good job putting together this roster around LeBron and Wade. You think about Birdman in the playoffs last year, Battier coming in here as a stretch four. They've just found the right players and the right mix, and that's one of the big reasons why this team is back-to-back NBA champs.
Here's Wade following the basket by Ben Gordon. And it's the Bobcats on the break. And he misses the go-ahead basket.
That was a layup, and you've got to knock that down. You've got to convert when you get those opportunities.
Wade outside. To the right side. Cole. Miami no good on that time either. Here comes Gordon. A minute 20 left here in the first quarter. Poked away. Here is McRoberts. He's guarded by Battier. Sessions no good.
Now, he was right there, but the defensive pressure forced that miss.
Well contested. That really made it a tough shot.
Wade against Gordon. Anderson kicks to Cole. Good ball movement here by the Heat. And it's Wade penetrating to stop the drought. And it's good off the glass. Wade's got 8 points. There's 42 seconds left here in the opening quarter. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones, a long time without a basket.
They got to find something, you're right. And that one's good.
What a start to this game. The offense is both dominating.
Tell you what, feels like a game on the playground. Forget about defense, just keep firing.
Here's Cole. Allen, that's good.
They have repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid dividends.
Yeah, it sure has, Clark. I mean, with as many points as they've gotten in the paint, they really haven't had to do much on the perimeter.
There's the pick. Now Gordon. Sweet little floater. Gordon's got 6.
Yeah, you love the tenacity, guys. His will to win, his love of the game is just beautiful.
Here's Wade. Shot is off. We go, a close game now starting the second quarter. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Heat?
And that first quarter was all about pace, guys, because this club really got out into transition, and that's how they've built this lead.
They like to play fast, and they're doing a nice job filling the lanes.
At the 3, MKG and Cody Zeller at the 4. Sessions out there with Ben Gordon, and it's McRoberts in at the center. So that's the group out there for Charlotte. Well, guys, this first half has been about as tightly contested as you could hope for.
Well, neck and neck, how about that? I mean, ferociously competitive. I mean, tight as me in an airplane bathroom.
Charlotte trailing. And Doris Burke has a report for us from the sideline.
Kevin, thank you. There was a lot of thought about how the Heat could improve after they lost to the Mavs in the 2011 NBA Finals. Many called for a veteran point guard, but the team felt comfortable with who they had. Coach Eric Spoelstra said, "We felt we had one of the younger point guard tandems in the league that we can build on and offer us championship minutes right now." They grew into that role and were a big part of their back-to-back titles. Spoelstra says they earned it with their hard work, and he couldn't be happier, guys.
Thank you, Doris. That free throw missing.
Well, you know, this last offseason, the Bobcats announced their intention to change the team name to the Hornets, reclaiming the name of the original Charlotte franchise that left for New Orleans in 2002.
And the second free throw, good. And just like New Orleans chose a name, the Pelicans, that has local significance, the Hornets, a historical reference to Charlotte's rebellious fighting spirit during the American Revolution. Steve, you were just telling me about this. Fascinates you.
It does. I'm an American history buff, Kevin, and I'm also an NBA history buff. And you think back to the Hornets in Charlotte originally, they sold out for 9 straight seasons. So the Hornets nickname absolutely belongs in Charlotte.
Now here's Jefferson after the miss from Hazard. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Walker. No good. Excellent D there from Allen. And Miami shooting has been just great so far, up at 56%.
Well, at least he had the presence of mind to change his shot when the defense got on him. You got to improvise sometimes.
Here's Walker, and he gets it to go. Walker's got 6 points.
Boy, Jefferson got really physical on that screen to help set the shot up.
And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. James, left side. The dish to Haslam. Parked down low that time, and he got the 3-second post. Charlotte in the lead. Outside, Walker. Outside, Jefferson. He feeds it to Zeller. Can't get it to go. Nice D from Haslam. He'd have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. James kicks to Allen. Chalmers off the pick from Bosch. Feeds it to James. The tray. And that one's good. James has got 14 points for the game.
He's played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the lead.
And it's Walker penetrating. Jefferson in a strong finish with 2 hands. There it is, guys. That Olay defense. Just watching him go Clark right by.
I think we might be seeing which team is ready to take control of this game.
Yeah, that's a dunk that could absolutely get them going. I agree, Clark.
Here's James. The Bobcats making the shot. Back to Allen. On the wing, James. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Haslam. Rejected by Henderson. Here's Allen. Lets it go from the baseline and nails it. Allen's got his second bucket. It has been nip and tuck through the first half.
No kidding. I mean, neither team has been able to hold the lead for any length of time, guys.
Steve, so close.
Well, such a seesaw affair, back and forth. I mean, this has been an unbelievable game to watch.
Now here's Zeller. Walker goes in.
You know, one of the bright spots last year for Charlotte was the fact that Kemba Walker showed a lot of leadership with that team. I thought he had a marked improvement from his rookie season, and a lot of it had to do just with his confidence.
First one falls for him. And so Walker nails both of them.
Been a good one for Walker. He's got 8 points, and he's made some good decisions with the basketball, too.
Well, being smart is what it's all about for him, Clark. I mean, he's a decision maker. He's a playmaker. He has to make good decisions. That's what he's doing here so far.
And he gets it to go. Haslam's got his first basket. Well, Clark, and back to Walker. Last season averaging about 18 points and 6 assists. Do you think he's more of a scoring point guard or a passer?
I think he's a guy who has to play off of his ability to score to create opportunities to pass. I think he's one of those guys that is most effective when he's attacking and looking to score, because that sets up his ability to pass and really helps his team, I think, get easier shots.
Now, here's Chalmers after Henderson's miss. LeBron drives in. And another basket for Miami.
Well, offensively, he's taken a solid opening quarter and just built on it here in the second.
Bobcats trail by 3. Outside, Walker. And that one's good. Walker's got 6 in the quarter.
It was a slow start for him, but he started to take off since we hit the second quarter, guys.
Bosch heads the pick for Chalmers. And Haslam kicks to Chalmers. Outside Bosch. And it's good. Bosch has got 6 points. Bobcats have gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far. Charlotte calls timeout.
Yeah, he definitely saw some things that were not working for them out there, and now he's going to make some adjustments.
I'm not sure what it was, but he clearly wanted something to change out there.
Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
Guys, over that last break, I listened to Eric Spoelstra address his team. Improving their inside game, particularly at the defensive end, is what he wants them to focus on right now. Getting bodies down low and forcing more shots to come from the perimeter. Guys, they're clearly hoping those changes have an effect even before this game makes it to halftime. Kevin?
Thanks a lot, Doris. They set the pick, and it's Walker penetrating. Kicks it to Jefferson. That falls. Nice feed that time from Walker. Walker's got 4 assists in the game. The Heat with the lead. James outside. James left side. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Last year, LeBron said that he was at his peak as a player, both physically and spiritually. You could see it in his eyes, just so confident. Even when things aren't going well, he now has the fortitude to make his way through that and continue to play and finish the game.
And he knocks down the first one. Well, when you think about the level that LeBron is playing at right now, Clark, do you think he still has room to improve his game?
I think it's just a matter of his experience and picking and choosing his spots. I think his skill set is fantastic, and it's just a matter of staying the course. I don't see much improvement there. He's a terrific shooter from the 3 and inside the line. He drives it, makes his free throws, passes the ball, rebounds, defends. He wants to be in that 50, 40, 90 club on his shooting percentages, and I think he'll make it happen.
I know he's still working with Ray Allen on the free throw shooting, too.
Yeah. You know, part of being a championship team is having the talent first and foremost, but then managing the minutes of that talent. The Heat, I thought, did a nice job monitoring the minutes of the big 3 throughout the season and playoffs last year.
And here is Chalmers. Wade outside. Passes it to Bosch. A rebound by Jefferson. Jefferson's got his 3rd rebound tonight. Well, as you said, Clark, the big 3 in their prime, but really, you want them to just get their work in during the season, not exhaust themselves before they make it to the playoffs.
I thought, Kevin, along those lines, I thought by the end of last season, Miami was exhausted. And once you try to win a 3rd title in a row, the emotional fatigue and exhaustion really becomes a factor. So this is going to be interesting to watch all year.
Wade passes to Chalmers. Back to Wade. That's good, and so Chalmers with the assist. That's 10 points for Wade. Clark, you talked about a back-and-forth game. This is the definition of that.
Yeah, no doubt about it, Kevin. I mean, not even through the first half, and It's been one heck of a battle.
Well, these are the kinds of games you love. I mean, two good teams going head-to-head, an even matchup, and both sides very competitive, on their toes tonight.
Jefferson's shot is off. The Heat have gone 7 of 11 from the field in the second quarter. Now here's LeBron. He's got 18. Chalmers dishes to Wade. Shot clock at 6. There's the triple. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Henderson's got his 3rd rebound on the night. And Walker kicks to Henderson. Now the pass to Biyombo. Nice pass in here by Charlotte. Dishes to Jefferson. Offensive rebound. Miami's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. That's good from Allen on the assist by Chalmers. Chalmers has got 4 assists in the game.
Great job to hit his teammate on that move, Kevin.
Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin.
And that one's good. And that's 12 points for Al Jefferson.
Well, he's found his game and his rhythm this quarter. He's gotten into a nice groove.
And Miami calls their first time out of the game.
You know, when you have a season that the Bobcats had last year, it's easy to look at a number of low points, but perhaps the lowest point was being down by 50 points to the Thunder in the game early in the season. And that one's hard to swallow.
A different look for Miami. Anderson, he's checked in for Bosch. Battier comes in for Allen. And it's Norris Cole in for Mario Chalmers. Here's Cole, guarded by Walker. Cole, the pass to Battier. He kicks to James. Wade on the wing. He's covered by Sessions. 4 on the clock. Lets it fly. Nice D from Sessions. And as you said, Clark, to be down 50 points to any team really is a low point for a team, and could sum up the Bobcat season last year. Just too little offense and, Steve, not enough defense.
How about that combination, Kevin? Too little offense, not enough defense. I think that usually will signify a poor season.
In transition, here comes Miami. Cole's got the ball, and James gets it to go. James has got 20.
You know, they're being very one-dimensional right now, going to the post every time, but if it works, you don't need another dimension.
Well, they're taking this defense to task, quite honestly. Every one of their last 10 points have come in the paint.
Such a careless pass. You've got to keep your head in the game here.
The Heat leading by 3. Here's Wade. He's got 10. And Cole kicks to Wade. Pass to Cole. LeBron with it. Now guarded by Sessions. Wade from outside. And it's Wade again missing. The Bobcats have gone 8 of 13 in the second quarter. Well above the 50% mark from the field. Sessions with it. He's picked up by James. Biyombo, no luck.
You know, his finishing ability leaves a lot to be desired, guys. He needs to take it to the basket stronger.
Shot by Battier. Gets a very good look and converts. Battier's got the lead up to 5 now for the Heat.
Well, there's plenty to like about him as a player, but, you know, one thing that really stands out is the quick trigger. He can catch the ball in space, defenders all over him, but, you know, in an instant, lets that shot go, and he is accurate.
And I don't think you can look past what a fearless player he is, too, guys. I mean, just look at all the charges he takes.
Miami's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Cole dishes to Battier. Pass to James. Walker with the rebound.
You know, typically, guys, he has the body control to finish when he's in that tight. I'm not sure what happened there.
Shot is good, and the Heat's lead is cut down now to just 3 on the bucket from Sessions. Here's Cole. Wade outside. And Cole kicks to LeBron. That one wide left. The Bobcats shooting very well, 56% from the floor here in the second quarter. Sessions passes to Biombo. That's good. Now just a 1-point Heat lead.
That was some skill there. Nice use of the bounce pass.
James a screen on Sessions. Anderson outside. LeBron drives in. Out to Wade. Cole dishes to Wade. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. Wade's got 12 points in the game. Here's Walker. He's got 12. Up and in on the way.
Good job creating an easy bucket there.
From midcourt, shot no good. Close game as we wrap up the second quarter. Heat lead by 1. And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Thank you, Kevin. I'm here with Coach Spoelstra. And, Coach, how do you rate the team's defensive performance to this point?
We're playing our normal defense, which is to be aggressive, disruptive. And for the most part, we've been able to cover ground except for the fouls at the basket.
Coach, thanks for the time. Gentlemen, back to you.
Okay, Doris, thanks. And we'll have the start of the third quarter for you shortly. But first, the halftime show.
Now, presented by Sprint.
Welcome, everyone. Damon Bruce here. It's time to review all the goings-on from half number 1. Miami up on top against Charlotte. And give them credit defensively. They're boxing out, controlling their defensive backboards. LeBron's been going at it effortlessly against Charlotte. He's racked up 20 points. He's been dynamic on both ends of the court, finding teammates, playing tough D on the other end. And Charlotte also looking good in the first half. One look at their field goal percentage says it all. They're scoring at will. Kemba Walker has been outstanding. He's got 14 points and is up to his usual tricks, dropping a lot of dimes all over the court. That's it for us here in the studio. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you next time.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
Night falls over Uptown as we bring you back to Charlotte, North Carolina. A beautiful view of the Queen City.
An excellent game we've seen from LeBron. He has 20 points, and he's done a good job distributing the ball as well.
Well, you can't discount what that's meant to this team. I mean, he's helped their cause with his passing, and it's really given his team a nice groove.
Charlotte trailing. Here's who Eric Spoelstra is starting the second half with. On the wings, it's D. Wade and LeBron James. Haslam and Bosh up front, and it's Chalmers in at the 1 spot. From deep, Walker. It's hauled in by LeBron. James has got 4 rebounds in this game.
And a big improvement for Kemba Walker last season just because of his ability to be more efficient as a scorer. And a lot of that was just becoming more confident with his shots.
Whatever their plan was defensively that time, it didn't work. Not if it results in that shot.
Out to the wing. Henderson kicks to Jefferson. Here's Zeller. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Zeller's got 6. And for Walker, better shooting percentages, Clark, from every distance last season.
And you always love to see that kind of improvement, Kevin. By player efficiency rating, the 8th best point guard in the league. Now, I don't like to get too enamored with those numbers, but there's some substance to those.
Clock at 6. Wade drives in. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
They got to bring the double team on him.
Yeah, I would have expected to see that already, Clark. And as he has gained more experience in the league, Wade has taught himself to rely a bit more on his jump shot and a little less on attacking the rim. But still, you see his confidence really lies in his ability to attack the lane.
And Wade, still a player who thrives on getting in the lane, Clark, and for his career, under 30% from long range.
Yeah, you know, his jump shot is more of a mid-range weapon, quite honestly. He loves the bank shot, loves the floaters, and is always looking to get somebody in the air with that pump fake. And usually, more times than not, guys bite and he gets free throws.
He gets to the line, you're right. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Doris Burke. Hey, Doris.
Yes, Kevin, Al Jefferson signed a 3-year, $40 million contract with the Bobcats this summer. He said growing up in small-town Prentiss, Mississippi, it's no problem for him playing in a small market, and he loves the fit with the team. Coach talked about the impact he can have, saying, quote, "The toughest thing to do is execute in the half-court offense. But when you have a guy like Al, it makes it a lot easier." Guys?
Sure does. Thanks, Doris. And the first one at the line is good.
You know, coming into the league, Michael Kidd-Gilchrist was the small forward who could give you a little bit of everything. And that's exactly what he did in his rookie season with the Bobcats.
And so he's able to get one of two. And you think of the comparisons for Michael Kidd-Gilchrist. He reminds a lot of people of Gerald Wallace. What about
I like
you?
that comparison, quite honestly. Wallace probably the best top player in Bobcats franchise history, Kevin, and both terrific athletes with major motive. Guys that you didn't have to rev up, good defenders and rebounders. I think that's a realistic comparison.
Walker's shot is off.
Can't get a much better look than that, though.
Sure can't. Not one you'd expect him to miss there.
And it's out of bounds. The Bobcats will take it the other way. And folks, what an outstanding array of talent we've got here. Just look at the list for all-time career scoring average. Jordan and Chamberlain and LeBron.
And, of course, those guys were much more than just scorers, Kevin. They were winners, champions. But you know, as you work your way up that list, no question, that is elite company. And they've been off target now on 3 of the first 4 shots they've taken in this second half.
Bobcats trail by 4. Outside, Kidd-Gilchrist. The feed now to Jefferson. And that's out of bounds. Charlotte will retain possession. Charlotte calls timeout.
It's a scary thought for the league, guys, if Michael Kidd-Gilchrist ever gets a reliable jump shot. I mean, his ability to slash and get to the bucket combined with a consistent jumper would make him one of the toughest guys in the league to guard.
Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
Well, Kevin, Steve Clifford was just going over the game plan with his team. He talked about their postgame, saying, "We've got this defense stretched out, and if we can make solid entry passes into the low block, the points will come." He added one more thing as well, which was that he wants them driving the lane and taking the ball strong to the hoop at every opportunity. Probably a good time to make some changes with a good chunk of the second half still to go, Kevin.
And thank you, Doris. For Miami, they've gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. And for Kidd-Gilchrist, the outside shot is a work in progress. I'll tell you what, though, he is a great slasher.
He's tough. He's got a good handle on the ball, and when he gets in the open floor, finishes well at the rim, sometimes through contact because of his strength. So, yeah, you're right. The jump shot is the last component.
Bobcats have gone 2 of 6 from the field here in the third. Up top, Walker, defended by Chalmers. Walker, the pass to Zeller, and he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
Now, this is why the breakaway rim was invented, for plays just like that.
Well, he almost brought the whole thing down, Clark, by hanging on that long.
Yeah, he did, didn't he?
It was a great dunk, and also a great game we've got here.
So it's Miami now, following the score by Charlotte. And Chalmers kicks to LeBron. Wade outside, shoots from the baseline. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Kidd-Gilchrist has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And that's out of bounds. Charlotte will retain possession.
You take a risk with those long passes. They're lucky the D couldn't collect it.
Ray Allen, he's checked in for Udonis Haslem. Ray Allen. Henderson with it. 6 points for him. Walker goes in. He dishes it to Kidd-Gilchrist. He feeds it to Henderson. It's stolen by Wade. By himself. And it's Allen slamming it down.
That is up-tempo basketball at its best. So much easier to operate in the open court when a steal triggers the break.
Yeah, it really does allow your offense to flow better. When you can get out and run and get easy opportunities, then everybody gains confidence.
And yes, sir, that one drops.
Ran his man straight into that screen to open the lane up for the hoop.
He'd have gone an even 50% from the floor here in the third quarter. 4 of 8. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
Yeah, good call there. You could tell he was moving into the defender when he tried to set the screen.
Yeah, lowered that shoulder, dipped right into him, too. I mean, he was going to be called on that foul either way.
The Bobcats making a switch here. Gordon's checked in. Now here's Henderson. Gordon off a pick from Zeller. Gordon dishes to Zeller. And Walker kicks to Jefferson. 3 on the clock. For 3, Gordon. The shot's good on the assist by Walker. Walker's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Now LeBron. He's got 22. Wade outside. Back to James. T-Wade on the wing. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Bobcats leading by 3. Henderson with it. He's picked up by LeBron. Great D that time from LeBron. Heat shooting 44% on their field goal attempts in quarter 3. Wade drives in. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Wade's got 6 points in the quarter.
Signature basket for him there. And, you know, they can turn this deficit around pretty quickly if he gets on a roll.
Walker the pass to Gordon. Back to Walker. There's the dish to Jefferson. Good. Jefferson's got the lead up to 3 now for the Bobcats.
That's pretty much been the norm for them. Getting their points off assists and great ball movement.
Nice rhythm and flow for this team. Tremendous communication and alertness. A lot of people picked the Heat to run away with the East last year, and they were right on target. They were just so far and away better than any other team in the East that you just didn't see them losing much during the course of the season.
Here's Walker. He's got 18. Feeds to Gordon. Gordon off a pick from Zeller. Gordon kicks to Zeller. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around. As you said, the Heat clinched the East pretty early and were able to rest up a lot of their players down the stretch. Steve, never easy to win when everyone expects you to win games, but the Heat didn't seem fazed by the pressure at all.
Well, this is a championship team, and I think once you win that first title, you get a different level of confidence, and that showed last season as Miami rolled to their 2nd title in a row.
And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Well, guys, I was able to listen in on what Eric Spoelstra was going over with his team in that last huddle. They need to get the ball into the post. He made that abundantly clear. Their entry passes haven't nearly been sharp enough for him. He also talked about their perimeter defense. He does not want to see anyone getting easy outside opportunities. He wants their defense to blanket those outside shooters. Those are likely not the last adjustments they make today, guys. There's still time left in this one. Back to you, Kevin.
Always great to hear from you, Doris. Here's Allen. Chance there to take the lead. Missing.
You know, something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound totals are almost identical.
No separation there. Not yet anyway. Talk about being on his game. Look at the numbers for Ben Gordon. 10 points. He has 1 steal to his credit as well.
But he's done a better job than the numbers indicate, really. I think he's been really sound defensively, and he's helped his club.
Free throw good. Gordon.
Well, Miami stormed through the regular season and were viewed as the clear-cut favorites to come out of the East, but it was not as easy as expected. After sweeping Milwaukee, the Bulls gave them a scare. Then the Pacers really took them deep all the way to Game 7 of the Eastern Conference Finals.
And Gordon drops them both. And for the Heat, the Pacers were their first real test, it seemed, and they had to survive a win or go home against them. It almost seemed, Clark, to take away any momentum they might have had when they went up against the Spurs in the finals.
You know, it's interesting. When I think of momentum in the playoffs, it doesn't carry over from game to game or series to series. I think each game, Kevin, is really an entity in and of itself. That said, Miami found a way, despite being pushed by the Pacers and being pushed by the Spurs, both to Game 7. It came down to LeBron James's brilliance, but also the hot shooting of a complimentary role-playing winner, Shane Battier.
Miami's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Allen dishes to Cole. Kicks to Wade. Out to the right wing. Shot clock at 6. Soft touch off the glass. Wade's got it all tied up now for the Heat.
Really aggressive play, taking it to the rim against the big man.
Tell you what, I love that fearless attitude.
Sessions passes to Gordon. Here's Biyombo. And the officials call goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
He thought he had that one clean, but the ref saw it differently. They'll count the basket.
And for the Heat, they're shooting 56% in this game, really stringing quality possessions together offensively. And it's Wade penetrating. Here's Anderson. And the layup's good off the glass. Anderson's got his first points in this one.
Boy, what a great job making good on the second opportunity. He stayed with that play from start to finish.
Here's Henderson. Miami grabs the miss.
And the defense got away with a major lapse there.
Battier sets the pick for Wade. An easy layup after coming off the pick. Wade's got 29 in the game.
They haven't been as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. They're playing smart with the lead. I like that. They're being very selective and deliberate in their offense. And that's a good strategy when you're on top.
Biyombo down low. He's covered by Anderson. Here's Sessions. Sinks that one from the post. Sessions has got 4 this quarter. And here's Miami. 1:39 left to play in the third. Wade a screen on Sessions. Ramon Sessions with the steal. No good. And Miami the other way now. In transition, here comes Miami. Allen's shot is off. And he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket. Allen's got 10 points.
Boy, that was impressive. Major height disadvantage, but he still got the shot up over his man.
Well, he's got the poise to handle any matchup, and he's not easily intimidated. You can see that there.
Now here's Sessions. 6 points for him. A strong finish under heavy pressure all over. 8 points for him.
He has great dexterity inside. He can contort his body, shift in midair, hang time. He can protect the ball and finish through contact. Just an impressive player in the paint.
And Steve, that's not a skill that most players have. I mean, that's exactly why they try to feed it to him in the paint whenever possible.
And Anderson gets it to go.
You got to love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of grinded out physical game.
Yeah, that was your game, Clark. Pound it inside and take the ball right to the defense.
That's what I tried to do, man. I knew my limitations.
And that one's good. Nick Roberts has got his second bucket of the game to go.
Strong rebounding, and he's rewarded with the easy putback.
Miami's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Allen outside. Passes to Wade. A fadeaway, and the Heat get another bucket right there. Outside Gordon. Down low, Nick Roberts, and he gets it to go. Nick Roberts has got 4 points this quarter.
Unselfish basketball on the interior. I love that, and you got to think the coaching staff does too.
That's the end of the third, and it's all tied up. 2K Sports back in a moment here at the Time Warner Cable Arena in Charlotte. It's a tie game in Charlotte. And our State Farm assist to the game replay. Great offensive play. 1 of 8 assists on the night that we've seen from Walker.
And you got to love that play, guys, but it's been one after another for him all game long. He just has that uncanny awareness of where his teammates are on the court all the time.
At the 3, MKG and Cody Zeller at the 4. Sessions out there with Kemba Walker. And it's Jefferson in at the center, locking down the middle. That's the Bobcats 5.
What a top-notch game he's having. He's gotten them in front, and it sure seemed like he's going to keep them there. All by himself, it looks like.
Inside, and the dunk by Zeller.
How about that fantastic finish and the aggressive move, too, Kevin?
Trying to send a message, Clark, with that slam, I think.
Well, that's how you send it. 2 hands and hammer it down.
The Heat shooting has been beyond great up until now. How about 57% from the field overall?
Oh, man, what a play. That's an immediate answer. They didn't take that last dunk line down.
And you knew they wouldn't, Clark. You
That's
knew they'd
right.
come right back at him.
Yeah, end to end, back and forth. This is fun, guys. You know, if you just look at the numbers without knowing who Dwayne Wade was, you'd think he was probably 6'7" or 6'8", but the way he blocks shots and rebounds, even at 6'4", he just plays much bigger than he really is.
And you go back, Clark, to that big man game for Wade, averaging about a block shot a game for his career.
Well, you think about it. He's 6'5", but he actually has a 6'11" wingspan, and you're not going to find a stronger guy at the shooting guard position. He's over 220 pounds, and there's nothing extra there, so he brings a lot to the table.
And it's James missing. Bobcats trail by 3. Walker goes in, and it's blocked by Chalmers. The pass to Wade. Dishes to Haslam. Good ball movement here by Miami. And Chalmers kicks to James. 6 to shoot. Miami needs to get a shot off. They get it back. Haslam. No good with the layup. For Charlotte, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the 4th quarter. Walker dishes to Jefferson. And stolen by Chalmers. LeBron with it. Now guarded by Sessions. James, the pass to Haslam. James gets the screen from Haslam. The timely screen gave him a step, and he took it all the way. LeBron's got the lead up to 5 now for the Heat. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Heat.
Boy, defensively, they've played with a high energy level, guys, and all the steals we've seen, really a result of that aggressiveness.
They've been firing on all cylinders in the transition game, too. I mean, they've really run the break well.
Boy, bad timing. Now is not the time to be giving him that shot.
Walker against Chalmers. A fadeaway. Kemba Walker with the rebound. The Bobcats have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. And the rejection by James. And it's out of bounds to the Bobcats as Charlotte retains possession.
15 seconds.
And so here's Charlotte. They trail by 3. Zeller setting the pick for Walker. 5 on the clock. Charlotte needs to get a shot. Fades back. No good on the shot. A bit long that time. The Heat have gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the 4th. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. Bosch a screen on Sessions. Wade with it. He's picked up by Walker. Haslam, that's good. And the Heat lead by 5.
And they're beginning to fall apart a little bit defensively, especially inside.
Well, that's 4 straight buckets now at the rim.
Sessions against Wade. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
You know, for a guy drafted in the 2nd round, Ramon Sessions has carved out really an outstanding career, a smooth operator offensively. He keeps defenders off balance and has a great knack for drawing fouls. And I like the fact he knows how to use his size in getting to the rim and drawing fouls.
First one falls for him. Well, going back to Sessions, you know, he's got nice size for a point guard, I think.
Probably about 6'1", but, you know, he's got good speed. He's been a productive point guard in the league, bounced around a little bit. But one thing you know is that he will produce for you when he's out on the floor.
And so he hits both.
You know, it was another dreadful year for the Bobcats. After a promising start, they just weren't able to maintain it. They ended up as one of the worst teams in the league, and they didn't play well at home or on the road.
And the Heat call time here. And you can see your wins stay static and your losses grow exponentially when you can't defend your home court. Steve, 3rd worst home court record in the league for the Bobcats last year, playing in the Queen City.
Yeah, 15 wins for them here in their home building last season. I mean, that's just not going to cut it. They just had a difficult time scoring points. Just not enough talent on the roster.
And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Eric Spoelstra was saying to his team. The game's still in question, but he told his players, guys, this is when it's fun, right? Time is winding down, a close game. This is where you show the preparation and the time you put in. Kevin, we'll see if they respond.
Jefferson kicks to Kid Gilchrist. And it's Walker penetrating. Miami leading by 5. James gets the screen from Bosch. Wade, right side. And there's a foul called on Ramon Sessions. James dishes to Wade. 6 on the shot clock. Soft touch off the glass. Wade's got 40 points.
Nice job again that time to add to their lead. I'll tell you what, they're doing everything right at this moment.
They're playing steadily in all aspects of the game, Steve. You're exactly right.
Sessions passes to Walker. He kicks it to Kid Gilchrist. That falls. Nice feed that time from Walker. Walker's got 9 assists in the game. Great passing. The Heat leading by 4. Wade kicks to James. Bosch sets the pick for Wade. Goes up from the top of the key. Al Jefferson grabs the miss. Jefferson's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Walker dishes to Kid Gilchrist. Pass to Zeller. The feed to Walker. Looking for Jefferson. He gets it there. The jump hook, and Charlotte again with the bucket.
You know, tired legs can affect you at the defensive end. And I think that's what's happening right here.
I agree, because as much offense as we saw early, we're seeing even more of it here late.
LeBron outside. Pass to Bosch. Chalmers against Walker. Here's Wade, and it's blocked. Outside, Kid Gilchrist. And Walker kicks to Jefferson. It's good. This game is all even. Jefferson's got 6 in the quarter.
Looks like he may have been showboating a little bit at the end of that one.
The Heat have gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the 4th, and even 50%. And here is Chalmers. Stolen by Walker. And now running up the court, Kid Gilchrist pushing it up. That gives them the lead. They got on this roll a while ago, and they just haven't looked back.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
Yeah, I think that's what's keyed this run, Bart, because they're keeping the ball moving. Defense hasn't been able to set up.
Bosch, a screen on Walker. Will it go? And the basket by Chalmers.
This has been a terrific contest up to this point, and I would guess it's going to stay this way all the way to the end. Great matchup.
Probably so. Neither team wants to give an inch.
Outside, Walker. He's looking for Kid Gilchrist and finds him. Shot clock at 6. Walker the pass to Sessions. Goes up from the top of the key. And Charlotte again with the bucket.
Well, it's been a tale of two halves, hasn't it, guys? After a terrible first half, he's really picking it up.
Now, here's Chalmers. Chalmers off the pick from James. And Chalmers kicks to James. The shot no good. Some solid defense from Michael Kidd Gilchrist. He dishes it to Sessions. There's Jefferson. That ball's great assist by Ramon Sessions. And now a 4-point Charlotte lead.
And they're making a statement here, guys, going inside for 8 of their last 10 points.
Time to man up on D and stop these free runs to the rim.
Haslam a screen on Kidd Gilchrist. LeBron with it. Picked up by Kidd Gilchrist. Chalmers dishes to Haslam. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Haslam's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Heads up, aggressive play right there. He saw the smaller man on him, took it straight to the basket.
Walker the pass to Kidd Gilchrist. Outside, Walker. Here's Zeller, and it's blocked by Bosch. And that's out of bounds. Charlotte will retain possession. Gerald Henderson, he's checked in for Sessions.
Substitution for your Bobcats, Gerald Henderson.
Shot clock at 6. It's stolen by Wade. Wade, right side. 14 feet away. Bobcats with the rebound. Walker's got his 3rd rebound tonight. Zeller setting the pick for Walker. Here's the floater. Chalmers with it. Picked up by Kidd Gilchrist. And they double him up with LeBron. Bosch kicks to LeBron. Out of bounds. Charlotte takes possession.
That's a major mental mistake. I mean, there's no other way for me to describe it. He didn't know where he was on the court. That's a basic fundamental. You have to be alert to where you are.
And it's the Bobcats' ball. They're on a 13-4 run. And Kidd Gilchrist kicks to Zeller. He feeds it to Walker. The dish now to Jefferson. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
And, you know, the way you see Al Jefferson go to work in the post, you can see that he plays bigger than his actual size. And I think that's because he has really long arms, and he's got a lot of girth about him, so he can create space with his legs and then shoot over the top of the defense with those long arms.
And I think Big Al plays bigger than he is because he's not afraid to go into contact to create a shot. I mean, he knows that even if he is fouled, he can go up and make the shot anyway. I mean, he can play through contact, and that gives you confidence down in the low post. And another thing that stands out about him, Steve, he has the ability to score even with defenders draped all over him. He's so strong around the goal.
And he sinks the second.
Al Jefferson doing all sorts of things. He has 23 points and 3 dimes. He's shown some flash with his passing and some grit with his board work.
Well, that's not a combination too many players are capable of either, guys.
Yep, it goes, and the Bobcat lead is cut to just 1 on the basket from James.
Clutch basket there to shave points off this lead, and I'll tell you what, the later we get into this game, the more they need him attacking the basket.
Henderson dishes to Jefferson. And the layup falls. Jefferson's got 13 points here in the second half alone.
He's showing some kind of a killer instinct this quarter, trying to stretch this lead out.
And the Heat call time here.
Yeah, they were getting winded. Good call here to give them a quick breather.
Passes to LeBron. 1:52 left in the fourth quarter. Back to Bosch to tie it up. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. Bosch has got it all tied up now for the Heat.
That's a big basket there. You can expect him to be very involved and aggressive the rest of the way.
Charlotte calls timeout.
Well, he's got to get everybody on the same page. I mean, that's the reason for this timeout. And if that happens, I think they can improve and start playing better.
You know, it's a coach's job to always try to be 2 or 3 steps ahead of the opponent and to look for that extra edge if you can. And I think he feels like he might have seen one.
.146 left in the fourth. And Walker kicks to Kid Gilchrist. Feeds it to Henderson. 6 to shoot. Here's Jefferson. Got it. Good job on the low post. Jefferson's got 13 points now in the quarter.
The switch has definitely been flipped to on this quarter, guys.
Bosch is screen on Kid Gilchrist. James with it, and Zeller picks him up defensively. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
Well, probably the right play defensively. If you can't get the block, send them to the free throw line. Don't give them an easy 2.
No easy buckets inside. Force free throws and work to keep them out of the lane next time around.
Guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for the Bobcats?
Well, they're taking high percentage shots in the paint. I like the way their offense is clicking.
Well, they've also really been dialed in with their jump shot. I mean, they have not missed much from mid-range today.
And so he makes both from the line.
Looking at the game so far for Haslem, he's got 8 points and he's getting it done on the glass, too.
Now, you're right, Buck. He's done some really nice work inside.
Puts it up from 12. Jefferson's shot is off. Miami's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Now here's James. He's guarded by Zeller. 50 seconds left in the fourth. Walker dishes to Kid Gilchrist. Back to Walker for 3. Trifecta.
And that is the shot of the game.
Well, he's got the guts and courage to take it and the skill to make it.
Here's James.
Well, they're still within reach, but they need a hoop pretty much every time down the floor.
Well, they've got a little life, but they better execute every time.
Tough call there and a tough break for the defense.
You know, I think you could still see him kind of sliding in there. I don't have a problem with the call.
Good on the first, and that brings them within 2 here. And he cannot convert on the second. That misses. And they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
Yeah, you got to freeze the clock. I mean, that's the enemy in this situation.
A few misses at the line, and they're in good shape.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
That's his 4th personal foul. 14 foul. At the line for your Bobcats shooting 2. Kemba Walker.
So the first one drops, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 4-point ball game.
2-possession game now, guys. Some very important free throws there.
Now a timeout called by Miami. They're behind by 4. 16 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Guys, your thoughts?
Well, they need to draw something up here. I think they'll go for a quick 2. And if not, maybe break somebody free for a long three-pointer.
And they have to know they need to foul right after the shot goes in as well.
"16 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Shoots from the elbow. Almost, but it rolls out.
Great defense there. You really have to challenge him at that range.
And there's the intentional foul. No choice but to stop the clock here.
Going to the line, Kemba Walker. Shooting 2.
He drops the first one, and that puts them up by 5. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
And it just feels like those are the free throws that probably put this game out of reach.
It's up a 3. Another shot. And so it's Charlotte with the win. It was a solid win, Clark.
Yeah, it was, and I think it came down to will more than skill. They went out and got this one.
And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Well, Al, this was a game where you guys seem to have a distinct advantage inside. How do you evaluate how well the team played as a whole?
We made some mistakes, that made us pay. But we just kept pounding the ball inside, and, we outmatched them on the inside, so that's what we did, and we came out with the victory.
You've always got to play through your mistakes. It'll turn around eventually. Al, thanks for the time.
Doris, thank you. And for Steve Kerr, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke, and the rest of our great 2K Sports crew. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for joining us as Jordan presents our player of the game, Kemba Walker.